Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO set 76166, the Avengers Tower Battle. This is a summer 2020 LEGO set. It retailed for $89.99 USD. It had 685 pieces and 7 minifigures. This set is one I've been waiting for a very long time. I was really bummed we never got one with the first Avengers movie, and I never had a chance to pick up the one from Age of Ultron, so I'm finally glad to get my hands on an Avengers Tower. Let's start off by looking at all the minifigures. I always seem to start my minifigure reviews with the heroes, so I figured this time, let's go with the villains. Up here we got Red Skull. He's probably my favorite character from this set because this is the first time I've ever gotten him in LEGO form. He's got a very unconventional build here for his weapon. I really do like it. It's a stud shooter, so you can launch that piece right there. And you do get 2 extras in case you lose that one, right here. Pulling that aside, let's take a look at his printing. His legs are plain black, but that's okay. If you wanted to enhance it, I guess you could use the trench coat legs we've been getting in all the other sets. But if you look close in his belt buckle, you can see the Hydra print right there, which I think is very, very nice. They didn't have to do that. They could just do a metallic belt buckle, but they went above and beyond. He's got a very nice coat, which looks perfectly like the one he had in the movie. And his angry expression right here with the cheekbones is just right. Taking a look at his back, you can see he has no back head printing, but he does have some back torso printing. There's some nice red accents on the lines there, and it really makes the torso pop. Overall, one of my favorite minifigures, and definitely the best iteration of Red Skull we've gotten in LEGO form. I figured we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, take a look at both these minifigures at the same time. These are the AIM agents in the set. They are identical with the exception of an over-the-neck attachment right here with the chain. Moving that aside, let's take a look at this minifigure first. You can see he's got gunmetal gray legs and some very nice torso printing. I'll move that in for you. He's got the AIM lettering and some very nice colors. For back printing, he's got kind of like a jetpack piece going here and a very nice utility belt. Pulling off his gunmetal gray helmet, moving his visor aside. You can see he's got a breathing apparatus and a mask on here, and there's no back head printing. His gun build is identical to his the other AIM agent's build, just produced like that. It's got a stud on this side. As you can see from this AIM agent, it's the exact same build. This AIM agent is only different because there's a chain right here with a hook on the end. You can actually hook this onto the tower or a passing bike. Let's grab Black Widow's bike. You can hook it right there and have him dangle. So it's a very nice play feature, but I really don't like the way it looks on the chest. I would have preferred putting it on the back. But overall, very nice way for army building, and I'm definitely glad to get 2 more AIM agents in this set. Perhaps the most disappointing minifigure in the set is going to be this Iron Man minifigure. He comes in pretty much every summer 2020 set and one earlier set. So you can see I got a couple more identical figures right here. And when the Iron Man Hull of Armor expansion comes out, I'll get 1 more. Clearing these aside, it is a very nicely printed minifigure. He's got some really nice gold accents and feet printing, no arm printing. But I like the printing on the visor here. He's got some nice back printing. Pulling the mask off, you can see he's got the confident Tony Stark expression with the heads-up display on the other side. There is a hair piece included that you can put on top right here. And his little, taking off the stand, his little jet propulsion piece is very reminiscent of when he shot off into the sky from Infinity War. It's a nice mini build there, and he's got 2 flick missiles on his power blasts, rather not flick missiles. Those just kind of launch off like that. Overall, not a terrible minifigure, just not a very good choice. This minifigure is certainly not my least favorite in the set, but it's not my favorite either. We've already gotten this Black Widow minifigure twice before this summer, in the Helicarrier set and the Falcon and the Black Widow team-up pack. This is the first Black Widow to have arm printing, which I love for. This will be great for customs. It's got the same legs, face, and hair we got in the last Black Widow from the her movie set. She's got 2 very nice guns here, no more baton builds. I do like this gun. It's one of the favorite molds that LEGO uses. Overall, though, good figure. Nice torso printing, but a little too repetitive for my taste. Perhaps the 2 standouts of this set are going to be Blazer and Taser. These 2 exclusive Iron Man minifigures are fantastic. Taser has 2 lightning bolts attached to his hands for his tasing aspect, and Blazer has these 2 awesome fire blast pieces. Both minifigures have power blasts attached to their feet so they can rocket off into the sky. And these enhancements are definitely very good for playability and great for display too. You can stick them hanging off the side of the tower if you want, as you saw in the picture in the very beginning. But let's take a look at Blazer first, independently of his friend Taser. Taking away all the extra power blasts leaves you a really good appreciation for just how amazing the printing on this character is. His legs are not dual molded, however that print is stunning. He's got feet, he's got toe printing right here. He's got some really nice fire designs right here. I think this minifigure is going to go great with the hot rod we're getting later this year. His main torso is dark gray, but his arms are red. No printing there. I would have loved some fire designs, but that's okay. The head underneath is just a clear head like we saw with the extra suits in the Iron Man Hall of Armor. And right here, we got a dark gunmetal gray helmet with silver printing. I guess this could be used for War Machine customs. And spinning it around, you can see some really nice shiny back printing here. Overall, standout figure, second only to Taser. Speaking of Taser, the next Iron Man minifigure we're taking a look at is Taser. He also has a clear head underneath. He's also got the Jafar armor in dark blue. First time we're getting it in that color. Also has toe printing, some very nice leg printing. So you can see it's got some silver, dark blue, and gray highlights right there. Arc reactor in the center, some very nice silver detailing, and on the back you can see more pieces going up the top. This looks more like the rescue armor rather than the purple, so I see this being, taken to make customs out of. I really do like the Jafar armor here right now. This is going to be really useful for creating custom characters. Overall, very good figure. Definitely, in my opinion, better than Blazer, mostly because of the color scheme. And this is the last minifigure we had to take a look at. So now let's move on to the build of the set. This build is very, very layered. We're going to take a look at the outside first. The biggest draw for the set is going to be this giant Avengers A. It's much better than the sticker version we got previously. I love the tile build, and you can actually remake this to be a 4 for the Fantastic Four Baxter building. I'll show you how to do that later. Moving the tower around, there are 2 really cool play features here and up here actually, so a third one. These windows pull out like this, so you can have the Iron Man suits pop out right here. I'll show you that when I show you that level. And then Black Widow's bike fits right there. And then this is the prison cell over here. If you push in here, both of the doors fall out. This one doesn't always come out right away, but in theory, both of them pop out. And then the balcony up here, when you pull this, the whole balcony falls down. Those are all the play features on this side. Moving up, you just see this open space here and an antenna on top. Spinning the build around, there's nothing really on this side. It's mostly just clear windows you can see right through. But the tower from a distance definitely looks impressive, and the facade is impeccable. Opening up the tower, let's take a look at the bottom level first. All right, there are 2 different rooms on the bottom level. The first one has a nice stickered print right here of the tower itself, and what looks to be the Iron Man arc reactor from the first movie. There's a play feature where you push in on the slope right here. It blasts the arc reactor off. It's easy enough to put back on. There's just 2 studs right there. You can attach it like so. On the other side, this area is mostly open. It serves as a holding spot for Black Widow's motorcycle, or flying motorcycle technically. You can slide it right there. And then if you spin the tower around, this door folds down and you can pull the cycle out right here. It fits in very snugly, and it's a solid fit. Up here in the corner, you can see a little security camera, and these are actually repeated up on every level. There's not much else for this level. It serves mostly as a garage and a little nod to the first Iron Man movie. Moving up to the next level, right here, 2 spots for you to put the Iron Man armors. You can put them in facing this direction or the other direction. And closing the tower real quick, this window lifts up, and so the Iron Man armors can fly right out. There was a similar feature with the Iron Legion in the last tower. However, I like this one a little more because both armors are exclusive and different. Over here is the weapons rack. You have Hawkeye's bow, flashlight, binoculars, one of the normal stun guns, a spot right here that you can take Iron Man's helmet, and you can put it right here when he's not wearing it, when you have the hairpiece on him. And then for these 2 clips right here, pulling out Black Widow, you can take her guns and just clip them here and down here. Pulling aside this wall, you see the Infinity Gauntlet sits in the back. This Infinity Gauntlet only has 1 stone, the Space Stone rather, and the Power Stone you can find in the next level. You can also take the Power Stone and put it in the Infinity Gauntlet, but it only showed you putting 1 in. There's another security camera up here, and that's about it for this level. Now let's move up to level 3, which holds what may be my favorite room. My favorite Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy, and this right here is straight from that movie. When the collector took the orb from the Guardians of the Galaxy, he opened it on his table, and this right here is a Lego representation of that scene perfectly. This can be taken right out of here and put into the Nowhere Escape mission set, and its integration is flawless. There's a stickered print back here. It's got the orb and some little information about it right there, but I'm just in love with this design because it's straight from my favorite movie. So another security camera up here, and over here we have the jail cell. You can pull this bar out here, put Red Skull in. He can face either way. You don't have to put Red Skull. You can put the AIM agents, but Red Skull is definitely the high-value villain in this set. Closing it up right there. It's not a perfect bar because you only get 2 of these in each set, but it still looks pretty good. And closing the set real quick, if you push on this, the windows pop out. This one doesn't seem to get hit out very easily. If you tap it slightly, it'll fall, so will Red Skull. But he can jump out and be rescued by his AIM agents. Opening the set back up, there's not really much else to say for that floor. So without further ado, let's move up one more floor. This level is level with the balcony. Right here are 2 very nicely designed swivel chairs. There are 2 of them identical builds. There's a video game controller sitting here. Right here we have a nice stickered piece with a phone call from Hawkeye. This is the Hawkeye that came in the Avengers tanker truck takedown, I believe the set was called. There's a glass sitting right here. Looking over here, there's a stickered piece that has a newscast. This is not J. Jonah Jameson, unfortunately. Just a regular reporter talking about the AIM agents. If you don't like that, there's a video game sticker. You can cover it up. You just pull that one off. And it's Captain America fighting Red Skull. That's what the video game controller can be used for. There's another security camera up here, but that's about it for this level. Closing the build, the Avengers A is situated right here. Then you can move to the balcony. I already showed you the collapse feature, but I'll show you again. And if you have any minifigures sitting on there, when you pull it, they slide right off. One more thing I wanted to mention before we go on is that the AIM agent that has the chain right here, you can hook this onto the tower like so. You can have him dangling, you can bash into windows, or you can have him shoot out the windows that Red Skull hiding behind. Oh, I got all of them to fall this time. Red Skull fell out too, but you can, use that to be the play feature there. In addition to that play feature, you can drop the AIM agent. He doesn't always fall, but if you put the anchor on right, it just slips off and he goes to the bottom of the tower, where you can pull Black Widow out to deal with him. That's about it for this level, so let's move to the final level. There's not much up on the final level of this build, however, I don't think it detracts from the overall aesthetic of the tower too much. There's a little railing right here with a landing platform. You can put your Iron Man minifigure right there. This whole space is empty. I do wish there was maybe a chair or a bench to fill out the space. Up on top, you get 2 antennas. I'll pull this one off because it's slightly out of view. It's got a satellite dish on it. The other one is just a plunger piece. There's a nice kind of roof right here, but other than that, not too much there, but it definitely does its job. One last thing before I give you my final verdict, I wanted to take a look at the Black Widow's little hovercraft here. It uses the traditional motorcycle cover piece, but there's no frame inside. Instead, we have these disc pieces here to give the hovercraft propeller look. There are no handlebars, leaving Black Widow free to hold her guns. However, there is this piece right here, which actually does an admirable job of anchoring her in place. I'll show you that right now. If you put her in here, and you just push that down. Oop, I broke it. Give me a second. There we go. You can tilt it upside down, whip her around, and she actually stays on quite nicely. That cheese slope does a good job. It's not my favorite little mini build. I don't care for it that much, but it definitely does its job, and it's got some swooshability for kids to play, and you can whip it around the building to catch up with any AIM agents that may be hiding on the sides. Overall, I think this set is absolutely fantastic. The price is fair, the minifigures for the most part are amazing, and the tower itself is stand out. There are so many really, really nice play features. They work fantastically and they provide tons and tons of fun and play for all people of all ages, kids, adults, and teens alike. The detail and the stickers on this set are exquisite. There are tons of different minor notes and marks and things that just kind of come together to form a perfect tower. I love the inclusion of the 2 new Iron Man suits, Blazer and Taser. The inclusion of Black Widow and Iron Man themselves aren't great, simply because I already have those minifigures from earlier 2020 sets, but the new Red Skull minifigure is perfect. It's been so long since we've gotten one, and the AIM agents are a very nice touch to round out your AIM agent army. Overall, I rate this set a 10 out of 10. It's exactly what I've wanted for years, and the size of it, as you can see, is so nice. It fits perfectly in anyone's Lego city. So that's it for today's review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a fantastic day.